and welcome to Ellen G. White's Daily Devotional, or High Calling, by Thais Quesada from Manhattan, New York. The topic of today's lesson, July 4th, is Nothing Too Precious to Give to God. The scripture reading is from Hebrews chapter 11, verse 17. By faith, Abraham, when he was tried, offered up Isaac, and he that had received the promises offered up his only begotten son. Abraham's test was the most severe that could come to a human being. Had he failed under it, he would never have been registered as the father of the faithful. The lesson was given to shine down through the ages, while we may learn that there is nothing too precious to be given to God. It is when we look upon every gift as the Lord's, to be used in His service, that we secure the heavenly benediction. Give back to God your entrusted possessions, and more will be entrusted to you. Keep your possessions to yourself, and you will receive no reward in this life, and will lose the reward of the life to come. There are many who have never made an unreserved surrender of themselves to God. They have not a right idea of the infinite sacrifice made by God to save a ruined world. If God should speak to them as He did to Abraham, they would not be sufficiently acquainted with His voice to know that He was calling upon them to make a sacrifice in order to test the depth of their love and the sincerity of their faith. The plague spot of selfishness is as contagious as leprosy. Those who enter the heavenly courts must be purified from every vestige of this plague. The Lord has a greater work for us to do, and He invites us to look to Him, to trust in Him, to walk with Him, to talk with Him. He invites us to make an unreserved surrender of all that we have and are to Him, that when He shall call upon us to sacrifice for Him, we may be ready and willing to obey. We shall enjoy the fullness of divine grace only as we give all to Christ. We shall know the meaning of true happiness only as we keep the fire burning on the altar of sacrifice. God will bequeath the most in the future to those who have done the most in the present. Each day, under different circumstances, He tries us, and in each true-hearted endeavor, He chooses His workers, not because they are perfect, but because they are willing to work unselfishly for Him, and He sees that through connection with Him, they may gain perfection. I hope this message finds you well. God bless you, and I'll see you tomorrow.